Shit, talk a black. Now, I found I was just going through the programs, just to look on see what's going on last night, and I was print screening them on my phone. So I took I after I print screened them, I went and I began to read them, and I saw my sister Deborah's name in it. I said, "Wow, my sister Deborah." That's why I print screened it. But when I go back, I cannot find it. Now, I'm not the only one that they can snatch your videos from your phone. They can snatch certain things out of your machine. They can do these things. Why they don't just snatch every fucking thing, don't ask me. It's just a game they play. You would have to ask them. It is a game they play. So since I could not find the one with Delia Hackinson and Bettina Jenkins, I could not find the one that had Deborah in it, and I did not want to go back through all those. It was like 17 pages I went through last night on the phone. I didn't want to do that. So I said, well, if Deborah Jenkins was in one of the codes, let me type her name in too. You see? Delia Hackinson, Bettina Jenkins, Deborah Jenkins. I wonder if my sister Deborah knows Delia, or maybe she is using my sister Deborah in some form of a way, because my sister Deborah is gay too, My sister Deborah is gay, you stupid bitch, not me. Now, so I go to put it in there, right? And here, there's Hackinson, there's my name Bettina, but there's my sister Deborah straight out. You see? They have my sister Deborah straight out in that shit. And what really gets to me is, how can so many of these things have me and Delia's name in it? Like Delia Hackinson, Bettina Jenkins, and they just keep going on, and now my sister. That is my sister. She is here. I used to call her Deborah, but these things mean something too. And then there's deaths. Oh, now we're getting to St. Augustine. Wow. Saw a movie with dealing with Augustine. Avatar. There were others in the program she wrote too dealt with Avatar. I just passed by it. But here we have a Robert. It's without Roberts. And it is a funeral home. See, this is also a funeral home. Now I went to see what the fuck this was. Because it's in so many. And here it says yes, and here it says no, Dawn. And I just named one of the dolls Dawn. Well, I just named two. One is Dawn of the Dread, and the other is Dawn of the Gray. These things seem to always come. And this is Broward School, where my children went to Broward School. And then see, here it is again. But my sister Deborah's name was not in there. I'm going to go and check. Now here's the other one that has that name in it. You see it? It does not have my sister Deborah's name there. But it says Capital Planning and Programming. TSP, then it says yes, Hankerson. You see? Something must have gone on there. I do not know everything they do when they do this, but I do know that these things are a program, Now she becomes a quarterman. That was like, I think, in a soap opera, their last name was Quarterman. So now she's a quarterman. She better get all them quarters together so she can pay for the bet that she lost. You lost it. You can possibly try to talk someone into maybe you can do better. Right here it says yes, no, Dawn. And then ELR, someone, Broward School. My children went to that school. And there it is, right there, that name. And my sister, there's a Melvin Jones. Damn, that was a long time ago. We were children. Wow. I think my sister Melvin had something going on, but we were children at the time. And then Hackerson, Hankerson, her name. Should have been Hackerson, the way she hacks on other people. And now they want to put Deborah as Deborah. And now we're on a hunt. I mean, I can go over and over and over, and I think these all may be funeral homes. This one does not say it's a funeral home. It's talked about a teacher. This is a funeral home. This is a funeral home. And Augustine is one that has taken the memories away. She wrote a book on Navi. And by them having that book, they were able to really identify a way of them getting into sabotage to target, the tribe. And they did so, And then look at all these fucking years, they have in here. And they use years too because the years are numbers, and numbers, they mean something. My sister Deborah was also born in March, And here's her name again for the show All Browse Obituaries. So now I guess we're all dead. Here she is. She's Channing. Here is Jenkins. Delia. Deborah Jenkins, December 13th, 2012. Well, I think I talked to my sister in 2013, so I know she wasn't dead then, but she might be now. Because they have her brains just so messed up. She's just way too out there for me. Debbie Jenkins, this is what Frankie called her, and this is what I called her as a child. They have me as a man's son. Mary Delia and Ivory Hankerson. So the bitch is Mary and she's Ivory now. Nasty hoe. Telephone whatever. Telephone dictionary of numbers beginning. This is my year of birth. 58. That's my year of birth. And backwards, that would be my year of birth. There was something else on a video I was talking about. My birth is in the numbers. 1958 is just straight there. Jacqueline D. Jenkins. Wow. Her name is not Jenkins. I think it is Hutchison. This is my auntie. She is Frankie J's sister, not Jenkins' sister. So you guys don't have none of your facts straight. I guess I'm giving them to you. Now you think you can really fuck me up. CIA, healthcare bitch. Jacqueline Dean. We call her Jackie Dean or Jackie D or Jackie. Jacqueline Dean Hutchison and Tracy. This is the girl. I know something about her. And yes, Anderson again. See, Anderson and Tracy together. This was in or below to find your name. Okay, this both of them are in Richmond. Amy Anderson. She took me to see Tracy, and I asked her because in her name is D-I-A. Also, in researching the Y, I found the I-A. And Johnny. I'm on the first step. And I asked her if she wore diamonds. Wow. That's why I say they programming me to do this shit and say this shit. I know we all programmed there. Spellman. This also too was in the movie Avatar. The Jew, his name was Spellman. So this is to put a spell on me. A donor roll call archive. So now she is Miss Anna Hackerson Thornton. And this is a Jenkins Scott, and I can't stand those Scotts. There's a guy named Scott. He was cool, but I just don't like the language. Every time I research my name, I always find a language I went to see about them, and then I found how we allow them, like one of my lifespans, my tribe, we allowed them to come there, and they fucked us over. And it has just a little knife. It was a little fucking knife, but they fucked us over with that little knife. Enough people with a little knife, and then you have people who do not have a knife, then they will fuck you over. Here's my name, Bettina with Judd. Miss Judd was my 5th grade teacher. She taught me so much, and it's funny that we're speaking that a lot of things in here are funeral, because she died. You know, they said she was an alcoholic. She died. I would never have known she was an alcoholic. She was a very, very, very good teacher. She was melanated, you know. And there's Delia's name. Broadwater. Hudson. Broadwater. Funny it'd be Hudson and Broadwater. You know, like the Hudson River. That's a lot of broad water. Here's Illuminati right before my name. Now, Demon Jenkins again. I was looking to see if they had Deborah in here. Nope. But now we're dealing with biology. You see that? Demon Jenkins. I looked that up too, but I want to see what this meant. BTU online. It says teacher. Yes. And then it says no Dawn. Whatever. Deborah. Evangelistic. Whatever. Then this Nicotis Jenkins. Melvin Jones Hankerson. Now the other one, I think I was in the other one. Let me go and see. Like to make sure. Nope. It's just Jenkins. No Deborah, but Melvin is there. And here, Melvin has 2 names now. You see, Melvin period, now Jones. And Hankerson. So let's go and see what this BTU is. I went to reading it, and sometimes I can read things, but there are no pictures that I still kind of know what you're talking about, but I need to know what you're talking about. This is a BTU, and somehow you can step it up. Like I said, they must have stepped it up 5 points, you know, to fuck me over and try to kill me. And then to pay for the drones, that had to be CIA or government or something. I don't think she would come out of pocket for enough money to send a drone to kill me. See, the government or CIA would say they have the money for the drone. Don't worry about the drone. We just need you to write the program. And we need Zay to put it. We need you to write the script. But we need Zay to make the program. They actually do not need Zay to make the program. They have a lot of people. However, since they do need Carmel to fuck with me and maybe even others, then now, you know, Zay is there to do the program. Now, with this BTU thing, I found this. And I said, damn. That is, you know, when she snuck in, see, because they come in through this shit like this. I'm not joking you. They really can come in through your refrigerator because they're coming on the wire. It's like they're a ghost or something, you know. They coming through your refrigerator, any electronic appliances. And this is why at one point in time, Amy got all her electricity turned off in her house. You know, she lived without electricity, but it did not matter because they would piggyback on her neighbor's electricity and come through the outlet for you know, to plug things in, you know, and they would come through that. So I said, you know, now there's something here that my body is really not accustomed to. You know, it's not accustomed to sleeping with it or having it 24/7 because there's no way for me to actually get outside air. Because if I do, you know, people will walk right past the window. I don't want that, you know. So I leave the window shut and I use this. However, when I moved in, I won't say it was nasty it was a lot of dust, you know. And these things like this, especially your refrigerator, that's how I say, that's why I say they can really come in through your refrigerator. They can come in through your refrigerator and go through your house. Because your refrigerator, the back of it, it has those coils, and most people do not pull the refrigerator out and get a duster or a vacuum cleaner to clean the coils, you know. And now they have the duster that's magnetic, and it cleans the coils of the back of your refrigerator much better than a vacuum cleaner. But this is what she came in on. So let's go back here. Page 1 of 102, BTU online. Teacher, oh, let's go to here. What does this say? BTU online, whatever, non-COPE Tiger members. And then the numbers. And this goes up to 12. Oh. Teacher, yes, no, Dawn, whatever. And then Deborah, and then Melvin. Melvin Jones was around when we were children. Anderson and Hackerson, not Anderson, Hackerson, Hank Cassin, you know, like the baseball player Hank, whatever the fuck his name is. And then Nicholas Jenkins Porter. And my children went to that school. Well, went to school in this county, you know. Well, that was not when they fucked us up, though. This is when my children were young. You know, this is around the time they took my Abba. And, you know, I could go to, I moved to Florida, you know, closer to Miami. And this was around the time they first took my Abba. My children went to school there. Now I'm just looking at a lot of numbers, and here's a Joseph. Somewhere else there was a Joseph Jenkins. So now they're doing this shit without Joseph. B-Son, BB, and B Miller. There's a reason for all of this. And this is what's missing. All of our names are missing out of here, but the border. And now there is a hunt going on. But all of our names are missing, so why in the fuck would you put it here? Because it is a program for me and for my sister. More so, maybe a program to break us up so we don't talk anymore, because we don't. I don't like when they can play games in your head so well, then you bring that shit back to me, and no, I'm not going to allow it. Telephone dictionary, Spelman College. Yeah, put a spell on some motherfucking body. As they say, I can go on and on with this too. And here goes some more bullshit. Surprised they don't have PhDs for the bullshit to be powered higher and deeper. And I'm going to come back because there was another word in here too. I looked that word up. I'm just going to talk for like maybe an hour or so. Maybe. I have some other things I want to do, but it's not ready for me to do it. And as soon as it gets ready for me to do it, I'm going to stop this. Shitoka, now he wrote.